Peace, family. Power, family. How y'all doing? This is Anthony coming to you live in effect, and I wanted to be strong and aligned and direct with this message that I have today. First message coming out of 2026, guys. So this is what I want to discuss briefly in this video. It's going to be four mind frames, four mindsets, four different things you can think that were using the monks mindset to help us break through in 2026, right? We all see what's going on. We see this as a virtual, viral event that's happening. And with everything that's going on, I said, let me drop some wisdom about this. Let's break down four techniques and mind frame. This is a mindset trainer, y'all, right? So let's get our minds conditioned, right? And just four quick things I'm going to give you and four action steps to go along with it and how we can use the Buddhist monks mind frame to help us push through. Give us some wisdom for 2026. So I put together a list of four things that I thought, me personally, that I can experience for myself, that I have been practicing, and that is something that I can share with the family, right? So check this out. The first thing we're going to talk about is presence. Presence over pressure, right? Presence over the past, being present over the future, right? One thing that if you notice in amongst philosophy, being present is very important. Being the stillness of mind, right, is a very important thing because, when you constantly thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow, constantly worried about what happened, last week or what have you, you get kind of in a mind warp, right? And you put yourself in different things. So one of the philosophies, in Buddhism is that, presentness, being present in the mind, right? So that's a very important thing. And I think the practice that I wanted to go with that, guys, is for you to just focus on what you can handle today and not necessarily worried about the worries of tomorrow, right? Sometimes we know everything piles up on our desk in one day, right? So just take a moment to just say, you know what? Let me breathe and let me focus on this task, what I have right now in front of me. Then I'll move to the next task and the next thing, guys. All right, so that's number one. Number two, detachment without disconnection. Something that I'm proud to kind of naturally be able to do because when we think about detachment, we think about, cutting people off and doing all this stuff. No, detachment without, disconnection is saying that I can still love you, but I can love you from afar. Or I can still want this great food and great meal, but I don't have to overindulge, right? I can still want to do many things, but I don't have to overdo it, right? So that's a big part of it. Just learning that, Buddhist monks, they really have this ability to not be attached to the world. And that's why a lot of those societies and priestly orders step away from day to day worldly affairs, right? So that's something very important. And the action step that I put together for that is to desire growth, but don't let the fear of loss rule your decisions, right? Freedom brings where attachment ends, right? I love that. I love that. So detachment, because that is going to bring you your freedom, which leads me right into number three, because the discipline, right? Discipline is key. Do you not know, like, practicing things like, silence, right? Having a moment of silence. Again, back to that stillness, silence, to just block out all the junk and the clutter in our mind. Just sit there with self, right? Service, right? Doing things for others, like again, walking for peace, right? Performing an actual service that people can feel and they have an energetic exchange, right? Also, like studying, right? Taking time to study your philosophy, study your scrolls, study whatever wisdom and body of knowledge that you subscribe to, right? That's very important. And the action step, for that is to build daily rituals that's going to help align your mind, your body, and your spirit. Make sure you have rituals and things that you're doing that help you stay disciplined. because you need a system to put in yourself to help yourself be consistent and disciplined. All right. Number 4 is compassion, right? Compassion, man. This is a high level one, right? Because it's so easy for us to not give a bleep about the next person, not caring about what other people go through because you're going through so much in your own world, so you just stone cold hearted to the next person. No, we need more compassion in our lives, guys. And the only way we can do that is have it in our hearts so we can share to others, right? So I think it's not a weakness. It's a power to be able to just sometimes forgive and let go, because while you holding on to something, it's really eating you up instead of eating up the person that you have, you know, problem with. It's eating you up, not them. So I say compassion because that's something that stood out to me studying the philosophy. And why do we practice peace? Why do we practice compassion, forgiveness, and all those things? These are universal techniques, though, guys, right? And I would say the action step, with compassion is leading with understanding, right? Leading with that. A peaceful mind creates powerful decisions, guys, right? When you are in a state of peace, you are in a state of alignment. You can make better sound right decisions, right? When you're at peace, you can sit in the source. You can sit in the seat of the source and make decisions about this $1 million idea, about how you want to raise this family, about what strategic move you need to do to win in life, guys. So that's all I got for you today. Peace, love, and namaste. Ashe, yo. Let's get it 2026. Here's something to start you off. Let's go.